Desmond, what did you like about your group's ability from the second half of the third quarter on to really find its groove and come away with a win tonight?
I think just respond. I mean that's huge in this league. There's going to be runs. There's going to be nights where you're not making shots behind the 3-point line. Things aren't going your way, but I thought our spirit and our energy was a little bit off in that first half, just kind of getting wrapped up and maybe not playing so well. But that third quarter, we came out and changed it with our effort and our hustle.
What do you think led to that instant change? Was it something that someone said, or a play, or just what?
I mean, I think Goga spearheaded it defensively, blocking shots. Anthony Black getting out in transition, making plays, being aggressive. Tyus Jones setting the table. Kind of settling us down, getting us into what we get into. Like I was talking with Arnie before the game, and a lot of the things that Tyus does, might not show up on the stat sheet, but he's the rock. He kind of steadies the ship, and I thought that group that we had out there on the court was the ones that really changed the momentum, and we was able to ride that wave all the way to the buzzer.
Does Magic PR tweeted out that you're the first player since T-Mac to drop 37 points in consecutive games? How does that stat make you feel? And then with your jump shot, you showed off the ability to hit some shots at very tough angles, fading away tonight, especially mid-range pull-ups. Do you feel like if you get your shoulders square to the basket that you can basically shoot just about any shot from anywhere once you pass half court?
Yeah, shout out T-Mac first and foremost, but yeah, for sure. I mean, I was just talking about it in the other interview. I work every summer to be the most complete basketball player I can be, and I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I feel like my game's in a place where I can impact the game in a lot of different ways.
You mentioned that bench group, and Coach Mose talked about them as well. What did you think of the contributions Noah gave you guys in that group?
Huge. I mean, that dude didn't know how to speak English when he got over here. You know what I'm saying? And he's fitting right in, settling in. He couple hustle plays, big threes, driving the closeout. He's truly a plug and play player. He's going to compete on defense. He's going to hustle for loose balls. He keeps the ball moving. Give the front office credit. It's a great pick.
As mentioned before, 37 points in consecutive games, bunch of big baskets in the fourth quarter of close games. You mentioned that you work on your complete game, but at this juncture in the season, finding that confidence to close games, how important is that coming from you, and how much more comfortable are you feeling with this group now that we're about a quarter of the way through the season?
Yeah, I mean, it's been an evolution, I think from my time in Memphis, I started as like a catch and shoot guy, and the year that Ja was suspended and missed a lot of games, I was put in a lot of situations like that where I was asked to close a game and kind of set the table, and I didn't do a great job, honestly, but it's growing pains, and now I feel very comfortable in those situations, whether I'm on the ball, off the ball, confident that I can make a play.
You've been on teams that have been in the playoffs and won playoff series before. How important is it to be able to kind of will yourself to a win when it's not your night or not completely your night like it was tonight?
It's huge. I mean, I think that's the difference between the really good teams and the average teams. It would have been easy for us to hang our head and, lay down, especially against a team like that plays so fast, shares the ball, constantly trying to touch the paint. They made us work for this win tonight. Took a lot of effort on both sides of the ball, and I'm glad we was able to get it done.
Anthony Black has come off the bench and become the sixth man for this team, essentially. What have you seen in terms of his growth from the beginning of the season to now?
I knew come open gym that he was going to be a problem. What he can do with the ball in his hands defensively. He's a true Swiss Army knife that can just impact the game in so many different ways. Keep telling him, continue to be aggressive, be yourself. Don't hang your head when it's not going your way. And he was great in that second half for us.
Des, what's it like playing with Jalen in the backcourt? I mean, you're able to play. Does it allow you maybe to focus a little bit more on the offensive end, knowing you have a defensive guy like that? Not that you're not.
Him and Bug.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They make my life a lot easier. Jalen's going to take on the primary matchup for, you know, a backcourt guy, and then Boog's going to guard the top wing, you know, and that's what they want to do. You know, it's different. I haven't been on many teams where everybody on the team wants to defend and really take pride in their matchup. So it's been a great thing to be a part of. And, you know, it took me a little bit of time to really, you know, lean into that. But now I feel like we're settling in, definitely on that defensive end and on the offensive end as well.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. All right, I'll be back.